You want to discover the video content marketing strategy that can help you turn your followers into clients, help you get more followers. In this video, you are going to learn how to frame a video content marketing strategy around your key objectives. If that sounds good to you and you like the idea of getting more visibility and revenue, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this one. So when it comes to video content marketing, the first thing that we have to think about is what type of content are we creating? And it's one thing to just pull an idea out of a hat like this one and come up with an idea. It's something completely different to come up with strategic ideas that fit the journey that you want people to take. So if you have a done-for-you service or a training course, the communication style you're going to use is going to be different. So one of the things you'd want to emphasize in a done-for-you service is all of the work that has to be done, how you're an expert at all these different things and how it takes so much work to make this happen. And you're going to have people say, I love your videos, I love your breakdown, but I don't want to have to learn how to do this myself. I don't want to have to do all the work. Let me just hire you instead. With a training course perspective, you provide videos that they provide value that is related to the training course, and you say something to the effect of, if you want more the deep dive around this topic, make sure you go in the description and go check out my course. I do this with my Content Marketing Plaza course because it's very connected to content marketing. Some people do go down in the description and buy that. Some people buy my books. Some people, they just don't buy anything and they're just in for viewing my content, which is totally fine because I'm here to provide value. And also when people do engage with your content, that's going to put you in front of more people. So that's how you get the idea of people provide value and then they get seen and discovered. There's obviously marketing in that, which is going to be part of this video, but you do want to think about what type of journey that person is going to have and the ideal end destination. Like ideally, someone watches your video, do they become a client of your done for you? Do they become a coaching client, buy your training courses? Think of what that ideal journey from start to finish looks like and start creating videos that aid people on that journey. And you can aid people on that journey with 3 key videos. One is the video that positions you as an expert. So if you are into baseball and you want to train people like how to become a better baseball player, you put out videos that basically demonstrate, hey, I'm good at baseball and I know what I'm talking about. So you put out those types of videos. The second type of video you put out is the myth video. So you could have like a myth that pretty much says like, you know, if you feel like you're stuck with your batting average or something like that, and you feel like it's this type of swing that's messing you up, like here's a myth, here's like this thing that a lot of people believe it's a misconception about. There's like, maybe there's this like quicker way or like more efficient route to being a better hitter or something like that. So you're busting myths. Like a big myth for a lot of people, they revolve around time and money. So the money aspect can be like a video I put out recently detailing how I get over 1,000 email subscribers on some days without running Facebook ads. So you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get 1,000 new people on your email list in one day. So that'll be a big myth because there's a lot of people who think that, oh, I need to spend a lot of money to get that type of growth on my email list. And when it comes to the time standpoint, if something is known to like take a very long amount of time or a big time investment, but you have the whole process down pat and it doesn't take as much time for you. You could say, you know, this thing that people say takes a lot of time, I've got a few strategies that it could cut like 4 hours a week from the time that you would normally put towards this thing. So podcasting, a lot of people think podcasting takes forever. They come to me about it. I give them ways they could trim down the amount of time it takes for them to do all the podcast back-end stuff. So time and money are going to be the 2 big ones that apply to almost every industry, but there's going to be some more specific myths based on what you're in that you can create videos on to debunk those myths. And finally, we have case study videos because people love a good story. So if you have results where maybe you hit like 3 homers in a week or something like that, going with the baseball example, because of this new technique you did with your swing, then that's going to be something that you can mention. If you have any students or any coaching clients who have had success, you can mention them as well as a case study in a video. You can, even if you don't have successes of yours yet or coaching clients, you can do some research and find people who were like successful following a similar method and kind of detail how they achieved the success. So case study can be you, a client, or someone who's applied the method and become successful. Those are the 3 types of videos you want to be creating for your video content marketing strategy. And as you are creating these value videos, you also want to do some live videos, because a live video, it allows you to have that deeper connection with your audience where people feel like they're engaging with you in real time. And I know that a lot of people have the conception of a live sales video being known as a webinar, which are all those even live anymore, with a lot of evergreen ones going on. But a real, like a genuinely live video is a great way to engage with your audience. You don't have to sell in every single one of those videos. I do feel like there's a reputation where, you know, like 30 minutes of value, 15 minutes of hardcore sales, and then the last 15 minutes of a live Q&A, which eventually becomes a pre-recorded Q&A and the evergreen webinars. But the idea is that you use the live videos to engage with people on a deeper level, and going live on multiple platforms. I know a lot of people say you can do these all at once. I like to do them separately so that people know to check me out on all of them. Like, I think one of the big mistakes people make, and like repurposing content is great, and I love that, but I feel like a lot of people do it wrong, where they will just take the same video and put it everywhere. Like, if you put the same video on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, like why would a YouTube viewer go check you out on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, if all of the video, like you just upload the same video to all the same places? I know there are some people who they will only watch me on YouTube or only watch you on LinkedIn and not watch you on the other places, which is where repurposing is good. But you can take a different approach by, like, on YouTube being the whole video. On LinkedIn, it could be a quick teaser to the video. On Facebook, you could approach it a different way. And having different content for each platform gives people a reason to follow you on all of those platforms, instead of just following you on one of them because they know all the content is going to be the same. If, like, for instance, a YouTube video of yours becomes a really big hit, you may want to consider re-uploading it to like a Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn like weeks or months later, so because that was proven to work on YouTube, so it's a better chance to work on the others. In that case, then yeah, like that's a good reminder for people, because sometimes people who watch the YouTube video, they don't remember the YouTube video, and it serves as a good refresher. You see this all the time with books that repurpose the blog posts, and some books will even take like the whole book will be just repurposed podcast episodes, blog posts, and videos. And there are ways to repurpose properly, but you don't want to make all of your platforms the same exact content, because why would people then follow you on these other places? That's why with the Instagram logo up on the top of this video, it's going to be different content than what you're seeing now, which is why there are people who view my YouTube videos, transition to become Instagram followers, and continue to engage with my content. The great thing about videos is that compared to other content, they are so much easier to produce, like, than a blog post, because we just talk faster than we type. And this is the advantage you have to utilize to be more active on each of the big video platforms: YouTube, IGTV, Facebook, LinkedIn, and others. Because when you become present on all of those platforms, people start to see you more often. And it's when you have that feeling of being everywhere to enough people, that's how you get a lot of clients, and that's how you gain a lot of traction. And even if it's just short, like 2-minute video clips, which is what I do most of the time when I'm off of YouTube, even those short 2-minute video clips do make a big difference. And if you bridge all of your platforms together, which is something I've talked about in a previous video. You bridge them together. So like people who see the Instagram thing up on the top and they go over to my Instagram, like you're going to see stuff about the Breakthrough Success podcast. And you're going to see an Instagram story of when I come out with a new episode. So the idea is that the YouTube connects with the Instagram and the podcast. The Instagram has bridges back to YouTube and the podcast. And I'm just constantly building new bridges that connect all my platforms together. So it's an easy transition for someone to go from YouTube to Instagram to LinkedIn to Facebook to Twitter to Pinterest to all these different places. One by one, you have to be building your bridges so that all of your social media efforts and all of your video content marketing efforts are truly connected rather than just them all being separate entities. Because when you have all these bridges in place, when one of them grows, they are all going to grow because people have an easy way to transition from one place to the other. Speaking of transitions, you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We always love seeing new people on the channel. If this is your first video, let me know in the comments. And the thing about first videos, you never know which of your videos is going to be someone's first impression of you. That's going to be the last big takeaway from this video. Signing off, dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.